Dharma literally means, this is very important because the Buddhists say Dharma as well, the Jains say Dharma as well, the Sikhs say Dharma as well, so, and Hindus say Dharma. Dharma literally means, in a Sanskrit word, that which holds everything together. So this does not apply to one philosophy. It applies to any philosophy or any tradition that allows everything to hold together instead of breaking it or destroying it. So Dharma is a way of life, culturally, geographically evolved philosophy for the better good, the good of that particular people or civilization, and that kept growing and growing as more and more people and more geographical places started evolving in that in the subcontinent. And when I talk about Dharma, you go back to 1,500 years ago, mostly from all the way down from Azerbaijan down all the way to Sri Lanka, from Rajasthan, even Pakistan, all the way go down all the way to Indonesia. The people had shared this Dharma. So although everybody's philosophy was different, the Dharma, basically the thinking was the same. And much part of Philippines as well. So there are many evidence that is found now that in Philippines of artifacts that show that Dharma was still practiced in Philippines. When I talk about it, so I'm just taking a big, wide geographical area where people practice either Hinduism, Jainism, Buddhism, Sikhism. In although relatively Sikhism is new, and it's specific to certain area. These thoughts have been in existence all through most of Southeast Asia, Central Asia, and South Asia. If you take all the way to East Asia, so many parts of East Asia, so you go to China, Japan, Korea, and all of them did have some part of Buddhism in their culture, and they adopted it according to their culture. So that's why Dharma literally means which that holds everything together. So Buddhists call their Buddha Dharma, Jaina Dharma, Hindu Dharma. The Sanatana Dharma is what we call Hindu Dharma, which is basically in Krishna's Bhagavad Gita, it just says Dharma Sanatana. So we say that is Sanatana Dharma. Sanatana Dharma, the eternal principle that hold everything together. That's what Sanatana Dharma means. So that is the most important thing that I want to stress. So there is no Hinduism. Hinduism is not a religion. So I want to talk about Dharma and religion now. So Dharma is that which holds everything together. So that means any philosophy that allows that particular group of people or community or geographical area to be positive and allow them to grow, evolve, and have a peaceful civilization, that's called Dharma. Now religion means to align yourself. That's a Latin word, religio, which means to align yourself back. So the point about religion is as human beings that we often lose in touch with that which is all good. So you want to realign yourself with that which is all good is called religion. So in its fundamental principle, we are separate because the Dharma does not have that view. Dharma just says whatever that is good for the whole community is good. But in religion, it already has a schism of that which is bad, that which is good, that needs to be reconnected. And usually religion has dogmas. First, the religion usually has a founder that gives out certain principles to follow, and there is certain dogma attached to it. And in religion, all of them have a God, and that God is this omniscient, omnipotent, but is separate than all this creation. So he creates, and mainly he creates, and there's almost never anymore she creates. Mainly he creates, and then he basically tells you, you have to do this and this and this, and you have to follow that specific dogma and rules and regulations. That is the religion and God, and then the dogma. Those are religion. That's the way, and historical importance of creation and the creator and the created. That's what is religion comes down to. But in Dharma, there are many stories of creation. There's many stories of creator. There's many stories of the principles of rules and regulations of what is Dharma, what is Adharma. But it's never dogma. It is not 100% you have to do this, if not you will get this. It's more flexible, more understanding, more philosophical, more wisdom in each community that can understand. But underlying it is we are all connected somehow, and then that's the most important part. And how we can make, and one of the big principle of all people who call themselves dharmic people, or is the ahimsa. Ahimsa, people always say non-violence. It's actually least harm is ahimsa. So when you live your life, any living being exerts certain amount of pain or harm when the everyday action is taken. But to be mindful that it is possible to is called ahimsa. So the least amount of harm that I can cause and follow my journey and help the others to follow their journey is ahimsa, which is one of the main principles in Hinduism, Buddhism, Jainism, Sikhism. So that is the main principle. That's not a dogma. I mean that, and then in each philosophy they describe what is ahimsa. So that's the important part. So there is no dogma. There is no founder of the religion, except for the Hindus don't have founder of religion, but Buddhists and Jains do have their founder that they go back to. But Hindus and Buddhists, they have a lot of gurus, a lot of saints, a lot of sages. We go back to them, but it's not that important as you're not called a Hindu because this person established this religion and that's your lineage. You have sages that people connect themselves to, but that is completely different than Buddha. Buddha was this human that that you have a lineage to practice what he taught. So Buddhists and Jains do have that one, but they're not like ultimate thing. So that's the difference. Somewhat historical, but historical thing is not nearly the most important thing. Buddhists and Jainis don't even bother to talk about creation or whatever it is, and then they don't try to explain what it is. Hindus, there are many creation stories, and many of them are beautiful, so that it's a more of a question in dharmic than an answer. But in religion there is an answer. So in dharma it's all about questioning yourself, questioning the philosophy, questioning the stories that you know. But in religion, that there's this person who came and they give this dogma, and then you have to follow it. If you don't, then something will happen to you, and that is eternal. And then the God is separate than the creation. The creator is separate than the creation. But in Dharma, there is no difference between the creator and the creation. They're part of the